In the previous video, I mentioned having to have a strong why, but you also have to have a lot of forgiveness for yourself, because typically, some people can quit cold turkey and never touch it, whatever they're trying to quit again. But a lot of people take a few false starts. Okay, and you've probably experienced this yourself. You have, the end of year celebrations, and you're like, I'm going to quit smoking next year, and then within a week or a month, you're back smoking. Or I'm going to go on this diet, and within a week, you're now eating cake again, right? The thing is you're probably going to slip up. You're probably going to fall off the wagon. You're probably going to make a bunch of false starts. So a couple of things need to happen here. Number one, you need to expect that no matter how much will you put into this, you may break. Just like you have in the past, it might happen again. That's okay. That's to be expected. But the thing is if you break, what you do after that break is the thing that matters. Do you start doing that bad habit again, like you are no longer trying to quit, right? Let's say this actually happened when I was quitting the sugar. I would quit for a week, and then I would have a bad day and eat something that wasn't right. And initially, I would let that be an excuse for me to just stop trying to quit. And then I realized, it's like, okay, I did that again and the same thing happened, did it again, the same thing happened. I'm like, okay, this isn't working. I have to acknowledge that until, eventually I'll quit. But on that way down, it's going to look like this: dropping, spike, dropping, spike, dropping, spike. Eventually I'm going to be quit. But on the way down to quitting, I will have bad days. And, when I did quit for like a month or 2 months or 3 months, there were a couple of ones where I did still stuff up. Those gaps are getting far longer, okay? The gaps of me making mistakes and, eating sugar or drinking coffee or having alcohol are extending. Yeah? I've gone a year without sugar. That wasn't just a year like this. The point I'm trying to make is that it takes time to get used to the changing of behaviors. And when you do go through that process, be kind to yourself. Know that you may mess up, and that's okay. It's okay provided you take the next step and get back on board the next day. It's okay that you broke your habit and you did something that you didn't want to do, provided you get back on board. Forgive yourself, right? Have your strong why, like I said in the video, and every time you break, you're going to look at that why and go, okay, that's what I'm working towards. I took 1 step back today, but tomorrow I'm going to take 5 steps forward. And the next day, 5 more steps forward. And the next day, 5 more steps forward. Until you realize that, yeah, you stuffed up over here, but my God, look at your process over the year, right? Let's go the diet example. Let's say you're trying to quit sugar, right? And you quit sugar for 29 out of 30 days of the month, right? 1 day per month you eat sugar, and the rest of every other day you don't. Have you succeeded or failed? I look at that as a success, because if you look at that over a year, you've had 330 days sugar-free, and you had 30 days with sugar. That's pretty good, considering where you've probably come from. You've probably come from having sugar every day, right? But it's very easy to look at our failures and go, oh, my failure defines me. Your failure doesn't define you. What you do in response to the failure will, okay? So if you're trying to make a change, expect that you may stuff up, you may fall off the bandwagon. Forgive yourself, and just get back on board. Look at your reason why. You've written it up on the wall. Look at your reason why and go, okay, this is why I'm doing this. I have made a mistake. That's okay. Stuff happens. I'm going to get back on board and try again. Yeah?